Good morning, everyone. No, it's not even morning. One more time. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Run Down, where it's been a minute since we've been able to see your lovely faces through the keyboard, through the monitors, through the cameras. This is the weekly recap show of everything going on here at Corona Church of the what? Open Doors. See? Like when we get back in this person, when we have our first in-person services, which coming at you very soon, y'all. We need some handshakes. It's gonna be like ha, 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 open door. I don't know. Or we're gonna come in here like a stomp team. You're like open door. I don't know. We're gonna. Oh, y'all didn't see anything. I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness gracious! My name is DeAndre. I am one of your co-hosts, alongside the immaculate. That's a positive adjective. Stephanie, how are you today?
I'm doing good today. I'm doing good. It's been a long week, but it's okay though. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're looking good. You're looking so vibrant. Thank you. Like no matter what's going on, nothing will keep you down. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Go ahead, girl.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Of course. We out here. I've been told that not just by you, but by a couple people. And I'm gonna Pastor Fred, I appreciate you. You keeping it real with me. I look a little tired, so I need to make sure that I get on a better face care regimen and probably take care of some of the eye stuff. See, you women have been on game for a long time, a long time. But how are y'all doing? Everyone in the chat, family, friends, how are you? Bear. Hey, Bear. Long time no see, man. Long time no see. We will see you soon. Very, very soon. And then we have, of course, the immaculate, I believe that's another adjective that is a positive one, evangelist Andrea Paulette Parker. Hello.
Yeah.
And she says she is doing well. Amen to that. So yeah, we've been away for a minute. So let's do a little bit of icebreaker while people are understanding that, for this random week in July that the rundown is here. Please don't forget to share, comment. Well, you all do that because that's how we interact with you. But share, let a brother, let a sister know that your two favorite people dressed in white with glasses are on screen today. Let's see. All right, everyone. So the 4th of July, I don't think we've been on since the 4th. How was everyone's 4th? Like, did you all go to the lake or? What happened? Or do you celebrate it? I met some people who said that they don't even celebrate it. And I was like, okay, understandable. You do what you do.
Yeah.
How was your 4th?
It was good. I didn't do anything. And this is the first holiday in a long time that I actually had off. So yeah, I was chilling.
Oh. Okay. That's basically exactly what I did. We the Improv is closed on the 4th and everything. And so I was just like, okay, well, service, and then I went to the store and bought some what are they called? Goodness, calamari. I bought some frozen fried calamari, and I bought myself some rosemary French fries, the healthier ones, and then I put them in the air fryer. I had myself a feast. I was like, man, I can treat myself. Why not? I got an air fryer. It was good.
Yes. Shout out to all the air fryers out there.
Yeah, air fryers. Woo woo.
Saving time everywhere in America, across the world.
100%. Evangelist Parker says that they cooked at the house. Fair enough. Was it okay, now when you say cooked at the house, now there's different types of cooking at the house. Now you could have went and been like, all right, we going out, we barbecuing, we got some lanks, we got some hamburgers, we got some all this. Or was it more like, okay, we have like greens and like, you know, oven roasted chicken. I don't know. That's just a thing that popped into my head. But there's a lot, you know. Now I'm starting to get hungry too. Word, let us know. But we're gonna go ahead and get things kicked off. So Sundays, Pastor has been on this series called Honor Rewards, right? And it has been I know for myself, it's been a very eye-opening thing just about how I interact with people on a daily basis, especially those who God has placed in like an authoritative position over me in whatever season I'm in, right? And this, you know, kind of encapsulating a couple of the weeks, this week and last week in particular, Pastor was speaking about, you know, honoring even though you may have been dishonored. And I feel like that brings something to my head. I'm trying not to say that. I've noticed that in society, that's something really lacking, is that, oh, you got me, I'm gonna get you. Or if you say this, well, I'm offended and let me take you and granted, I'm not saying that there are not some cases where things like that shouldn't be taken into effect. But, you know, we have to keep in mind that as we are living a Christian life, even if we are dishonored or offended, we must still show the honor to that person whom God has placed in that position of power, because they have to answer to God on how they're treating us, just like we have to answer to God on how we're treating them. But yeah, Steph, what did you get out of any of the last, three weeks on honor?
Okay, so so basically what you said, and also that stop holding up your blessing by being disobedient due to honor. Like you said, when people disservice us, we have to honor that position, no matter what it is. It could be our boss, and we know that our boss isn't equipped to do that job. However, they are still our boss. Like, you still have to give them the respect and the honor of the position, no matter what. And, you know, he used the example of David to kind of talk about that as well, how, you know, he was disserviced by Saul just because of the many envious things he's done to him, but yet he kept his position. And that's what God honors in us is, you know, if you keep your obedience, you know, he's gonna bless you. And then let's see, for us to stop worrying about what other people's paths look like. So it's kind of like when you're a kid and you're like in art class and you're making your own project, and you tend to look over for other people for inspiration, and it's just kind of like, no, like, do what inspires you to do versus what you see other people doing, because you never know, they might be doing it wrong and you doing it right. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what it's kind of like with our lives. Like, just because you see someone else doing something doesn't mean that that's what you are supposed to be doing with your life. But let's see. And also, like, just to have honor with God and the obedience with God, and our pastors, really to be obedient with our pastors and to follow what they say. Even if you don't agree, you have to still kind of, you know, be in position and accept what comes with that role despite how you feel. It's not about how you feel. It's about what God has you doing in that moment. And just understanding authority and honor, really. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, okay. Last one is when you are walking in honor, you don't have time to worry about if you're doing something wrong. Because if you're being obedient to what someone in authority is telling you to do, it's on them. kind of like what you were saying, it's on them. So you don't have any time to be like, oh, I'm doing it wrong, and to not look at the person, not to not look at the character, but look at the position.
Exactly.
That's basically what I got from the honor series so far.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, and it's kind of how, you know, I look at the situation. It's like, if what they're saying isn't in direct contradiction of what God has told me to do, or what God has said to do or not to do, basically, then it's like, okay, you know what I mean? If you're that person, like you said, if you're that person in this position, I'll go with it. And I will do it because it's not contradicting what God said. Now, if you're saying, hey, you know, I need you to, I don't know, go into this cash register, take $10, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure that, you know, God has told me not to steal. I mean, in my brain, that's so like, I'm not gonna, that's that. So that kind of stuff. Random. Why would someone, you know, who has that anyway, but you get the example. But yeah, 100%. And I'm excited to see, you know, where Pastor continues and how he is, he keeps leaving us on cliffhangers. So I'm excited to see like where he goes next and how we can, you know, get rewards here on earth based off of, you know, just kind of tweaking our mindset a little bit about how we, you know, honor certain people in our lives, right? That we come across. So Miss Carolyn, hello. She popped in while we were speaking.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Carolyn. Good evening. How are you? And then Evangelist Parker. Okay, she came in. She said we had greens. We had greens, beans, tomatoes, you name it. I don't know the words. But she had greens, fried chicken, yams, rice, and oh goodness gracious, rice and gravy, mac and cheese. And then she kicked it off with the pie. She had the apple pie. Y'all, you know, y'all can't see it because the camera definition ain't like ooh, but there's a little salivation. There's some. It's like it's just. All right. Anyway, but I'm glad y'all enjoyed yourself and y'all had a feast fit for kings and queens at your house on the 4th of this here old July. So going on from Sunday, we have Mountain Moving Monday. Pastor Fred, 5:30 a.m. prayer. Pastor Fred, this how do we go into it? This Monday, he was kind of dealing with fear. He was speaking towards fear. I guess that's what she was saying, and about you know, not allowing fear to stop you from doing things, especially when you are rooted in Jesus and when you're trusting him and things of that nature, you know, for God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. And then there were some technical difficulties. And so the prayer ended a little prematurely, which, you know, it happens, technology, it happens with us. But definitely for that first like 20 minutes when Pastor was speaking about fear and definitely praying, please, I'm sorry, I saw the chat. Please, if you're feeling like anxious or fearful about something, please go back and check out Mountain Moving Monday this past Monday, and receive a word from the Lord about how to battle that and what to do to combat that. And then Tuesdays with Tuesdays from the Topics with Pastor Karen Griffin is still on hiatus. I believe we have about another month or so of the hiatus from Tuesday Trending Topics. Pastor Karen definitely is praying, is being strengthened in this time. She definitely is missing being with us on Tuesdays. But just imagine that first Tuesday back. Yes. And when the anointing hits, and then boom, you're like, yeah, I've been waiting for this. God is going to bless us through what He's downloading in Pastor Karen, and so let's just keep her lifted in prayer as we continue on. And then we have Wednesday, 5:30 a.m. with the Hour of Power with prayer with Pastor Fred Griffin. And it was just mainly more of an encouraging word for this past Wednesday. If you're going through something, and I feel like Pastor was kind of going more into like basically Jesus being the anchor of all things that we need. And so when he's that anchor, all the things that we may have been that may be coming out kind of wash away and kind of fade away. And when those things start to try to resurface, when we're anchored in Jesus and when we're anchored in his word and doing the things that he has asked us to do, it's harder for those things to get us to a point of acting out irrationally, if that makes sense. So I would go back if there's anything that you're just like, well, this is kind of doing this or this and this. I know that I'm definitely probably going to go back and watch again because I got a couple of things that are just kind of in the back of my brain that I just need prayer for. So definitely, I highly suggest it. And then now, hi, you're here with the random pop-up of the rundown on a Thursday. It's going up on the Thursday. So what I laughed about was the chat conversation here. So we talked about all the food that Evangelist Parker had at her house, and this Carolyn comes in and was like, I didn't get any. And that just tickled me. It really did. And then, of course, next time, and the heart. And oh my goodness gracious, who is in the chat? Miss Joyce Jackson Jenkins Brown. Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you. We love you. Yes. So that was the past week. Yes. Now let's talk about some things that'll be coming up, shall we? And with that, before we do that, let's throw for you all here a little bit of trivia. We'll just see. We'll just see it. Steph, would you do me a favor and read out this question, por favor?
Yes. Who built the first altar in the Bible?
Ooh, the first one.
The first one.
The very first one.
Number one.
Go ahead.
Wait, what?
I was just going back and forth. So every time you said something, I was going to say something. El primero uno. Pastor Mary, help me, please.
Is numero uno.
Yeah, but primero is first.
Is it?
Numero uno is number one.
Oh, I don't know.
Primero uno, I believe is the first. I believe is the first one. I could be highly mistaken, but you are correct. Numero uno is.
But isn't it like if you say that, wouldn't you have to be talking about something to be the first?
Yeah, the first altar.
Well, yeah, I guess so. That does work. Sorry.
Granted, Spanish is a secondary language that I only went over in high school. It is.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then, yeah. But yeah, who built the first altar in the Bible? And while we're going over that, friends, let us discuss about what is going on. I don't know if anyone's watching either the broadcast or the rebroadcast, and I can't say that because I know that y'all who are watching the broadcast, you have children. I do know this. So if you're watching the broadcast or the rebroadcast, this upcoming Sunday,
yes,
buttons are clicking in the background.
The 18th.
Here we go. Bang. Well, let me take this off the screen. See, y'all, it's been a minute. We out here. The Quest Kids is having another Zoom event. And they're going to be going over the fruits of the Spirit. It's going to be a fun time of praise and worship, fun games, fun game of bingo. They're going to have a fun game of bingo. They're going to have some sweet treats. And I hope, yes, they have fruit, but I also hope they have something like a Rice Krispie treat because who doesn't love Rice Krispie treats? They're going to have a great lesson and so much more. Please, we apologize for the date. It will be the 18th. July 18th is this Sunday, but it's this Sunday, 12 o'clock. Parents, if you haven't already registered your children, please go ahead, call the church office. That way we can grab your email and then send you the Zoom link. That way we make sure that we keep the room safe for the children. And if you're wondering, oh, DeAndre, Stephanie, well, the fruit of the Spirit, I know, but that's a lot to probably cover in about 30 minutes to an hour. Then let me tell you which one they're going in on. Bam, they're going in on joy. They're going in on joy, and I bet you they're going to talk about how the joy of the Lord is their strength. Oh my goodness gracious. So when you were a child, this is totally off the book and it probably won't make sense. And you were told, hey, drink your milk to grow up big and strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is, hey,
practice your fruits. There we go.
I was just going to try to come up with like the joy of the Lord is okay. It's over. It's done. But yeah, they're going over joy.
You have time to figure it out. It's okay.
Okay. So they're going over joy. And then for all of y'all, again, watching live on rebroadcast, we want to let you know the Day of the Beach is still happening, but there has been a change. As you all can see right here, we have changed the location of the beach, still in Newport, but it will be at Balboa. Can I highlight this one? No, I cannot. It will be at Balboa Peninsula Park, 100 Main Street, Newport Beach, California, 92661. And this will be, again, the 25th. So not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Oh my gosh, it's already here. It's going to be next Sunday. We're going to have Sunday worship. We're going to have baby dedications, baptism, and the J2L, I guess you could say the J2L. And J2L will be having a cookout where we're going to have some food, and it's going to be a good time. Service does start at 10 o'clock, y'all. So if y'all know anything about going to the beach, it gets a little, especially for parking, for traveling out there, it gets a little bit what is it called?
Crowded.
Bumper to bumper. Yes, crowded. So make sure you leave in enough time to make sure you get there. You can get a nice spot. It is first come, first serve. When it comes to spots, bring your lawn chair. Lawn chairs is a beach chair. Bring your beach chairs. Bring your umbrellas. Shade yourself from the sun. Don't forget your lotions and all your screening of the sun type things, your hats, your snorkels, your beach balls. I'm just going to keep going. Your pails to build sand castles, your shovels. Bring all of it. You have a Bluetooth speaker and you want to play some music, bring it. Rollerblades, bring them.
Yes. And also, bring food if you do not plan on eating what we provide for purchase, I believe. So I think it's hamburgers and hot dogs. Like if you're a vegetarian or anything like that, please provide your own meal. Or if you're on a special diet, provide your own meal. Because I don't think they have any substitutes or accommodations and at this event. So yeah.
Fair enough. Thank you, Miss Steph.
You're welcome.
Other than that, y'all, that's what we got going. So on the 1st of August. They do have veggie burgers.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get you a veggie burger. Yeah. Then corrected,
Little Vegemite. Little Vegemite on your burger. Okay, no, Vegemite is not good. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So speaking of this, this will be, kind of like our summer wrap up. And then we have on the 1st and the 15th of August at 4:00 p.m. Where we would have where we would have the pit stops at New Hope Church. We're going to have live in-person services. The sanctuary of New Hope has been, social distance. Our COVID team will be there, and we're actually going to have a live in-person full worship experience on the 1st and the 15th of August. Please tell your friends, please come out. So we can worship God, together in person, in one accord. Other than that, can I press this button and be okay? I sure can. So we asked a little question. Who built the first altar in the Bible? And evangelist Paulette Parker coming in with the answer. She says Noah. And then she even gave us an address where we can find Mr. Noah and his altar building ways.
Boom.
820. Genesis 8:20. That's what I meant, because I saw Miss Carolyn say time and I said 8:20, and that's not correct. It's Genesis 8:20 is Noah's address. And Miss Carolyn, if you're talking about the Day at the Beach, it's 10 o'clock. But if you're talking about the in-person services at New Hope, that's 4 o'clock p.m. It's the same time as when we had the pit stops.
Yeah.
It's just going to take it from the parking, taking it from the parking lot to the pulpit. What up? Oh, taglines for days. Yeah, we go into the. Oh no, that was the wrong button. Yeah, we're just going from the parking lot to the auditorium to the place. Yeah, and that will be at 4 p.m. Yes. So y'all, let's see. We have a joke that we'll tell you, and see, y'all can see a little out of practice. We're we're never mind. I can't say that. So yes, Miss Steph, would you do us the honors of praying us out? Everyone, if you have any prayer requests or praise reports, go ahead and put them in. Steph will probably just do like an overall prayer, but we would love to pray specifically for you if you have anything, as well as praise reports. And again, nothing is too small, nothing is too large. It's just for us to come together and stand in agreement with you, whether you are praising God or you're petitioning him. So, but yeah, if you would go ahead, Miss Steph, we would, yeah.
God, we come to you humble. We come to you just knowing that we're grateful for all that you do for each and every one of us, God, down to the breath that you give us each and every day, God, for you to trust us to do the right thing every day, God. We just ask that you continue to keep our hearts pure, keep our minds pure, God, to know that anything is possible through you, that we do not have to continue to listen to the enemy who has strongholds over us in certain areas of our lives. We ask that you please just continue to instill in us and remind us that we can break every chain through you, God. We just ask that you continue for us to keep our obedience with you, God, each and every day as we walk through life with you, God. Keep us on the straight and narrow, not on the broad road. God, we love you. We thank you. We praise you each and every day. We ask that you continue to lift up, protect, and watch over Pastor Fred and Pastor Karen, God. And we just ask that you please just, give them all that they need in this hour, God. Give them all that they need to continue to move forward. We love you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, girl. All right, so we're gonna do this little jokey joke, and we're gonna dip out of here and say, hey, y'all, again, have a great rest of your Thursday. Great weekend. We are scheduled to do another rundown. So if the first is a Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 5th of August, that would be not this week, but next week. So the 5th of August is our every 2 weeks do a rundown. But we have the Day of the Beach next week. So we might keep an eye on social medias of the churches. We might do a rundown next week to kind of go over that. But again, August 5th will be our next rundown. Yeah, thank you all for joining us. Here's a joke. So speaking of prayers, this joke is entitled When God Answers Prayer. I felt this one. After starting a new diet, I altered my drive to work to avoid passing my favorite bakery. I accidentally drove by the bakery this morning, and as I approached, there in the window were a host of chocolate, donuts, and cheesecakes. I felt this was no accident, so I prayed, Lord, if it's up to you, if you want me to have any of these delicious goodies, create a parking place for me directly in front of the bakery. And sure enough, on the 8th time around the block, there it was. God is so good. Persistence going around that wall of Jericho until it came down.
That's our will. That's what happened when we want our will.
Exactly. We'll make a way for it, but then you got to deal with the repercussions, the consequences of your actions. Keep that in mind as you all go throughout life. Again, we thank you. Steph, you have anything for the people as we head out?
Practice love.
Practice love. And who is love? God is love. Go ahead with your bad stuff. All right, Steph, you gotta do it for me. We've been practicing. No, we haven't. Here we go. Peace up. Run. Run. Down.